Tonight on Newsbeat, the Louisiana primary is quickly approaching. We'll fill you in on who's coming to visit the Pelican State.
With budget cuts threatening the future of the top scholarships, some high school counselors are trying to keep students in the state.
All this and more Newsbeat starts right now.
Good evening and welcome to Newsbeat. I'm Matt Houston.
And I'm Laryssa and Matt. Thanks for joining us. Former President Bill Clinton is in the capital city tonight, campaigning for his wife before the Louisiana primary on Saturday. The rally will be held at Leona, Local 99 on Government Street. The doors open at 5 p.m. The event is from 6 to 8 p.m. Clinton will also be in the New Orleans area on Friday.
Republican presidential candidate Marco Rubio canceled his Baton Rouge appearance originally scheduled for Friday. Those who reserved tickets for the Florida Senators rally received emails Wednesday saying the event was canceled in order to use Marco's time as efficiently as possible before the Louisiana primary. Rubio is placing third in most polls behind frontrunner Donald Trump and Texas Senator Ted Cruz. Trump will speak at the Lakefront Airport in New Orleans, and Cruz will appear at the Sistine Theater in Mandeville. Both events are tomorrow. Some Republican voters may be excited about Donald Trump's visit to the Crescent City, but some New Orleans musicians are showing opposition in a unique way. The music magazine Offbeat reports that a group of local musicians plan to protest Trump's visit by having a second line parade at the entrance of the airport. They want to protest Trump because of his policy proposals if he becomes president.
The recent budget crisis that has taken Louisiana by storm is not just impacting college students. High school seniors are also being affected as they come to realize that TOPS may not be around next year. Tiger TV reporter Hunter Lovell found out how counselors are trying to keep students in state.
TOPS has been a common scholarship awarded to Louisiana high schoolers and can be an incentive to remain in state. But without the award, some students see no reason to stay at home.
Before all this happened, LSU was one of my top choice schools, and now that I'm not so sure about how much aid I would get from TOPS, I'm definitely considering some out-of-state schools instead.
Catholic High School senior Joe Stassi is in the process of selecting which college he will attend next year, and other schools have grabbed his attention. The University of Alabama and the University of Oklahoma have offered Stassi full-ride scholarships. Stassi says even though he is leaning towards going out of state, he hopes to see positive results come out of the state legislative session next week.
And so I really hope to see that they bring it back so that so many people do get a chance to go to college without so much debt, because it's a great program we have here.
Around 84% of graduating seniors qualify for TOPS at Catholic High. Director of College Counseling Sherry Bruyette says some students are just now beginning to look out of state.
It's become such that they maybe weren't looking out of state but feel like they should now to keep their options open.
Few students expected to still be unsure of their college decisions at this point in the year. With the state legislative session right around the corner, Bruyette knows this is a stressful time for seniors.
They're very nervous because there's a lot of talk, a lot of speculation, so the seniors are wondering if the TOPS is even going to be there for them, and if it is, in what capacity.
Bruyette says out-of-state colleges have been following the ongoing situation closely and are doing whatever they can to draw seniors away from home. For Tiger TV, I'm Hunter Lovell.
The average TOPS recipient received about $7,000 in 2015. Along with TOPS, most students feared that the budget cuts would close the university, but are these cuts affecting essential parts of Louisiana? Tiger TV reporter Gillen Breed takes a look at the announced cuts to see if they're as bad as previously thought.
Like many students, Bailey Callahan is worried about her future.
My initial reaction was I am not going to be able to go to school here anymore, and really upset about it.
Bailey is currently an early educations major with her future almost planned out. But if TOPS loses funding, her world will change dramatically.
I can't teach other kids if I don't know how to teach them, if I didn't have the right education to be able to teach them. So, yeah, that would be awful.
Governor John Bell Edwards recently announced a potential mid-year budget cut to state education spending, saving $4.4 million. The cut would not damage essential services, but it would cut $400,000 that goes towards meals at a week-long development conference teachers attend in the summer, something Bailey sees as minor.
If they can still go to the conference and get whatever they were going to get out of the conference before and just not have their meals paid for, then yeah, scale it back. Like, pay for your own food. Like, don't eat. I don't know. I don't know what qualifies as a non-essential service, but what are they doing?
With legislature special session going on, current and potential students hope that there will soon be a permanent answer to this crisis.
I just hope they figure out a way to give us all our tops and keep us in school.
Reporting for Tiger TV, I'm Gillian Breedy.
Legislature special session ends on March 9th, but the regular session starts on March 14th. Follow along with Tiger TV for all the updates on the decisions for higher education's budget.
Yesterday was Read Across America Day, and if you missed out on getting a book, you're in luck. Today, the 40th annual Book Bazaar opened in the 4-H mini barn by the Ag Center. Every year, local community members donate books to be sold at the event. Proceeds from the donated books will go towards building the LSU Library's collection. The bazaar will continue tomorrow, March 4th through Saturday, March 5th from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m.
This weekend, students will be dancing for the kids. The third annual Dance Marathon is this Friday and Saturday. Dance Marathon is a student organization that raises money for Our Lady of the Lake Children's Hospital in Baton Rouge. The organization spends all year raising money and culminates with their big 26.2-hour event in the Parker Coliseum. The event starts at 5:48 p.m. on Friday and ends at 8 p.m. Saturday night.
Coming up after the break, they served their country, and now LSU gives back to young veterans.
Stay tuned.
Over 100,000 veterans are choosing to pursue their educational opportunities after serving their country. At LSU, the Veterans Center provides a place that helps student veterans to strive in academics. Tiger TV reporter Allie Evans shows us how the center is getting an upgrade.
When most people go to college, it's right after high school, but for some, it's after they've served the country. Adam Jennings is the LSU coordinator for Veteran and Military Student Services, and he helps these veterans have a smooth transition into LSU.
The Veterans Center provides a space for veterans to gather, build a supportive community, and really have a home on campus. This is really important in the transition period from the military to civilian life.
The Veterans Center provides a lot more than just a place for these students to hang out.
We also do a lot of services in the Veterans Center, like education workshops to teach them time management skills, study skills, because a lot of them have spent some time outside of school while they're in the military.
I love coming to our Veterans Center. It's a great place to study and meet with friends, and I'm really glad that LSU offers a Veterans Center for us.
The Veterans Center is currently located on the 3rd floor of Hatcher Hall, but there are plans in progress to get it relocated behind the LSU bookstore.
So right now the timeline on that is fluid. We're looking for donors. There's a lot of different entities on campus that are working towards that goal. So when we do raise the money, we'll start construction. The great thing about this project is that the space is already there, so we basically just have to build in the offices, the furniture, things like that. So it's kind of an expensive project, but it doesn't have the cost associated with putting up a new freestanding structure.
Once the new center is completed, it may help attract more veterans to get their degrees from LSU. With Tiger TV, I'm Allie Evans.
The Veterans Center first opened in spring 2014 to serve the university's growing student veteran and active duty community.
After the break, we'll show you one airport worker that loves his job.
Almost as much as he loves treats and belly rubs. Find out more coming up.
He chases birds and animals off the runways for a living at one Michigan airport.
Now Piper, a 7-year-old border collie, is an internet superstar after video of him working went viral. Nearly 4 million people have clicked on the video of Piper doing what he does best.
He is called the coolest dog ever thanks to his outfit. You can typically spot Piper decked out in goggles, earmuffs, and a safety vest.
He's very well equipped. Obviously the specs are to protect his eyes. There are sunglasses first and foremost. The earmuffs obviously are for sound when he's close to aircraft, and the vest is so I can lift him up and do all sorts of cool things with him.
Piper was adopted back in 2012 and began working at the Cherry Capital Airport in 2015.
The 7-year-old pup doesn't get an actual paycheck for his services, but he is rewarded with plenty of treats.
That's all for the show today. To see more content, go to tigertv.tv.
And don't forget to follow us on social media at LSU Tiger TV.
From all of us here at Newsbeat, have a good night, Tigers.